Alright, what's going on, guys? Today we are unboxing the NYXI Hyperion Pro Controller. This is a Nintendo Switch controller. It can be used for the Lite, the OLED, or just the regular version. If you saw my other unboxing video of the GameCube version, it's pretty similar to this one, except for it's just a different layout. So it's the original Switch layout. So let's open this up. Let's see what's inside. Ooh, there we go. Oh, it's upside down. Alright, but on the bottom, it comes with the little mini, or the middle part of the controller, and obviously the manual. So that's pretty neat. And it also comes with a USB-C port, which is used to charge the controllers, obviously. But let's open this up. Look how nice that looks. I thought the green was going to be a little bit brighter, but it's actually like, it's a good color. It's not too bright, but it's not too dark. Oh. Alright, let's pull these out. These feel way different than I thought they would, but they feel actually super nice. Like, it feels like a solid controller. Like, the buttons are way bigger than the other one. Okay, just for a comparison, literally look at the button size difference. It almost feels like an Xbox controller or a console controller, a PC, or not a PC, a PS4. So that's what it feels like. It feels really good. Alright, so let's go through each controller real quick. Let me peel off that sticker. We don't want no stickers. Alright, so obviously the normal minus button for the Switch controller, and then everything else is pretty much normal. I'm pretty sure, oh! Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can take these off, which is actually really cool. So I think they sell separate ones that you can order, but they just snap back on just like that. So that's pretty neat. And then the D-pad, obviously. Here's the turbo button, because yes, this controller does have turbo. Some people do like to use that for fighting games. I don't really, so it's up to you. And then there's also the screenshot button, obviously, since it's the left side. Oh, it turned on. And then here's the home button on this side. Everything else is pretty much the same. And then it comes with the back button, which you can program to any of these front-facing buttons, which can be used for like I normally set it to like jump and sometimes hit for smash. Pretty neat. I also noticed that with this controller, it comes with, there's like, it's almost like, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's almost like a stippling grip. So it actually feels really nice in the hands compared to on the front. It's way smoother, and I feel like it would get way slippery on the front. So it's actually really nice that they added that texture to the back. Okay, and buttons on the back. This button affects the rumble. So there's 4 different settings and 4 different sensitivities for the rumble. So I normally just leave it on the lowest setting. That seems to be working always best for me. One thing that I noticed a lot of people were talking about is it doesn't have HD rumble, which honestly isn't too much of a big deal for me because I really don't play with vibration too much. So if that's a issue for you, maybe now you know. But even though there is no HD rumble, like being able to switch between the 4 different vibration modes is actually pretty nice. So you can control the sensitivity to however you like. All right, let's slide this in. Let's see what this looks like fully assembled. Slides on really nice. And there we go. It looks massive. Like actually, oh, and there's also this. This is another cool feature about these controllers, is that it will literally stand up by itself. So yeah, it has like 2 little divots right here, and it'll perfectly balance just like this. So you can show off your controller. It actually is like super useful. Okay, and here is a side-by-side comparison of the two. So it's honestly a lot bigger than the regular Switch setup. So it fits a lot nicer. I don't know if this is designed for adults, but I could imagine this fitting pretty comfortable in someone who has smaller hands. But it honestly feels super nice in this setup. Also on the bottom of these controllers are the USB-C ports. This is also where you would charge the controller. And as you can see, we'll slide these on now. They slide just like that, just perfectly on the Switch controller. So that is a huge plus to be able to do that. So as you can see, this is what it looks like on the Switch. It looks super nice. So that's another reason why these little divots are perfect, because you can even just leave your controller like this and then connect with another controller if you want. So it's like a built-in stand compared to just using the kickstand that it comes with. The pathetic kickstand. I can't even get it out half the time. Okay, now let's talk about the lights. So the RGB lights, they're pretty nifty, honestly. There's a lot of different combinations of patterns that you can do, and they're independent from each other. So that's why I have two different colorways on each controller. So there's a lot of customization you can do. And to change the color, you just want to press the turbo button on whatever controller you're holding, hold down the analog stick, let go of the analog stick, and let go of the turbo. Or you can hold the turbo, hold the analog stick, and then let go of the turbo, and that'll also change the color. So yeah, there's two ways to change the color, pretty much both the same way, but it's kind of just there, so if you mess up, it'll still work. Okay, so there's also the RGB mode that you can change. Okay, so I'm pretty sure to change the RGB mode, because it says there's palette breathe and rainbow breathe. So I think to change it, this is the rainbow breathe, I'm pretty sure. To change it, I think you double tap and then hold, and then it should change something on here. It should change like the lights or whatever. So you double tap, hold, and then this. It's kind of janky sometimes. There we go. I don't know, maybe I'm just doing it too fast, but yeah, that's how you do it. You want to double tap the turbo, and then you press this to change the pattern of it. And then if you want to just change the color, you just press turbo once and this and let go. And that should change the colors. But yeah, let's turn the lights back on, see? Just like that. And perfect. And they're completely independent from each other, so you don't have to worry about the colors changing on each other. You can just change them however you like. So here's what the buttons sound like. The D-pad. The buttons honestly sound really good. I'd say literally if you've used any Xbox controller, it feels exactly like that. So it feels really smooth. Same with the back buttons. The back buttons feel similar to the buttons on the front. I'd want to compare it to... I can't even compare it to anything on this, on the Joy-Cons, but it feels pretty similar to an Xbox controller. That's all I can compare it to. So if you want to understand what this controller is going to feel like in your hand, I would honestly just go buy an Xbox controller or go to a store and just hold one, and that's pretty much what this will feel like, just a little bit bigger. I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but the joysticks that come with this controller are also Hall effect joysticks, so they will never get stick drift no matter what. They're way different than the regular ones that you get, and you can honestly feel them as you get them. Like once you get them, you'll see how smooth they are compared to the regular ones. So that's also a good thing to know about this controller. But yeah, let's look at this test. So this is the control stick test, and everything is literally perfect. So I've been playing with it for about 2 days now, and it's been feeling super nice. Like I've enjoyed this controller so much. It literally is my main controller now. Okay, so if you want to map the buttons on the back, you just want to hold the top button up here. You hold it down while you're holding the button you want to map, and then you press the trigger on the back, the paddle. And then you let go of everything, and it should work. So then you want to press the button, and there you go. Another cool thing to know about this controller is that those programmable buttons can be mapped to multiple controls. So what that means is, say I map the button, I can hold B and A at the same time for the mapping, and it will make the paddle on the back hit B and A at the same time. So that's a useful feature. I don't know what games you would use that for, but it's a pretty cool feature to be able to add macros to a Switch. Okay, so overall though, this is honestly a pretty good controller. I'm about to play a game for you guys right now, just so you can see how it handles, I guess. There's a lot of features that this controller has that a lot of controllers do not have, especially for the price point. I think it's $52 you can get this controller. I'll pop it up right now. But yeah, this feels super smooth. And the vibration is actually like crazy good. I don't know what the hype is about HD Rumble, but this feels perfectly fine to me. Like I could literally easily play any game with this. But yeah, all the joysticks, triggers, and everything, they feel super nice and accurate, which is really nice. If I can knock this guy out. There we go. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down in the description below if you guys want to buy this. Overall, I would recommend this controller. I think it's a really good pickup, especially since it's cheaper than just regular Joy-Cons. I mean, like, look at that. And it can literally stand up by itself, bro. Who wouldn't want this? But literally, look at the size comparison. I don't know. I never really had a problem with the Joy-Cons, I'd say. But, I mean, I wouldn't complain if they were a little bit bigger, too. Because they feel super small in my hand, and I don't know. I don't really like them. I'm going to be honest. These Joy-Cons got stick drift pretty easily, and I don't even use the left one. The left one has insane stick drift, so most games that I play, I'll only use one Joy-Con. So ever since I got these controllers, it's pretty much been a game changer for most of the games that I've been playing on the Switch. I enjoy them a lot more too. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but this controller also has the gyro axis rotation thing. So if you're playing like Mario Kart or whatever and you want to move the sticks like this, it should correspond with the game and move accordingly. And this controller also does have Bluetooth, so you don't have to connect it like this. You can literally connect wirelessly to your Switch and play like that. There's also another thing that I noticed about this controller versus, let's say, the NYXI GameCube one. It's a lot lighter. Like, a lot lighter. I think it's like a whole 40 grams lighter than these ones, than the GameCube ones. So that's another thing to also look out for, that it's going to be a lot less extra weight added to the Switch compared to those ones. It's honestly super cool that companies can make controllers that can rival the stock ones that come with the system itself. Because personally, I would use these ones over the Joy-Con controllers any day of the week. And I don't know. It's just pretty crazy that Nintendo won't like follow changes or do anything to make these controllers better. We're stuck with these little tiny things that get stick drift every like month, and you have to buy a new one for 80 bucks. Yeah, I think that's all for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys have any questions about this controller or anything, just comment down below. I answer most of the comments, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this unboxing of the NYXI Hyperion Pro Controller. Overall, I do recommend it, as I said earlier. And also, there is a link in the description if you want to see the controller on the website, or just to find out more information, or you want to buy one. So that's all for me today, guys. If you guys enjoyed this, just leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.